All right, guys. I want everyone to take their best guess on how many times y'all opened TikTok today.
Personally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 3 times.
3 times?
I'm gonna go 3, yeah.
3?
4.
4? How about in the back over there? I know you got some. 5. Cool. I did a little bit of research for this joke. Turns out the average TikTok user opens the application 9 times a day.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we're gonna circle back to it. It's gonna all be circular. But apps these days and technology, it's kind of a pain in the ass, right? It's like supposed to make it everything easier, more convenient, faster. Instagram, how many times do you guys think you opened up Instagram today?
A lot.
Way more than TikTok, yeah, way more.
At least 7 times. Maybe.
I say a dozen for me.
That doesn't, yeah, that's a bit more like it. Well, I just feel like it gets to be a bit too much. Like, I feel like I can't even open Instagram anymore without even seeing, I'm horribly distracted, to be honest with you, when I open up Instagram. Just constant cleavage. It's just scrolls and pages of it, right? So, why are we even calling it that? It's Instagram, let's just call it Insta Titties.
Exactly.
True.
I'm gonna take a picture of you send on Instagram.
Let's see. How about dating apps out there? Anyone a fan of them?
No.
I'm banned.
You're banned. Stephanie's banned. Which ones are you banned from?
Bumble and Hinge. They let me on Tinder.
So Hinge, right? Let's just call it what it really is. One night cringe. Ooh, what's up? And then we even got like the mobile banking, Cash App. Yeah, like it's supposed to make everything easier. I think it makes us more susceptible. It's putting our banking account and checking routing numbers on our phone, super easy to get hacked. I don't know why we're calling it Cash App. Let's just call it fraudulent behavior on tap. Right? And then when that fails, I'm only left with PayPal, my only reliable pal. And then it seems like we've gotten a little bit lazy too, like in the domestic area with cooking. We're too lazy to cook nowadays. So we're willing to make poor Jorge huff and puff and pedal away on his bike and order cold food to our door, when really I could just make PB&J in 3 minutes and be completely satisfied with my hunger. So instead of Grubhub, let's just call it what it really is, Cold Food Club. You know, and then when that doesn't work out, I go zoom on over to DoorDash, and I don't really even see how fast it is. The only thing fast about it is that it drains my bank account in a flash. Okay, we'll move on from the apps. So let's see, I moved here about, wait, TikTok, we're gonna get back to that, So TikTok, turns out, I did a little bit of research for this joke, right? It turns out, on average, a TikTok user spends 95 minutes a day on the app, and then on average, 6 hours a week, on average, 26 hours a month, and in turn, over a lifespan, 2.3 years of their lives on this TikTok app. Yeah, a pin could drop and it'd be heard. Like, the whole room's like, oh shit, I spent too much time on that app. But it's true, right? So I don't even know why we call it TikTok. Let's just call it, oh my god, look at the clock. We're seriously moving on now from the apps. Speaking of the clock, it is marked today, May 1st, exactly 7 months since I have moved here from Portland, Oregon. We have any West Coasters in the room? No? Okay, that's cool. Basically, I asked them, or since I've moved here, I've been thinking a lot about how to live a virtuous life. And I'm just like, how do I live a virtuous life? How do I become a virtuous, Jehovah-loving, finger-licking good woman in this dreary city called Gotham? I don't know, how do we go about it, right? So I call my friends on the West Coast posse, and I ask them, hey guys, how do I live a virtuous life? Hey, what's your answer? And they ask me, have you ever tried cooking with cage-free eggs? Or organic eggs? Have you ever tried using organic food only? And I'm like, yeah, that kind of works. And I'm like, that's that's not really sufficing exactly. They're like, just cage-free, organic eggs, make sure all the beef that you use is grass-fed. You're gonna live a virtuous life, it's gonna be fine. And then they ask, and then I go ahead and call my East Coast friends, and I'm like, hey guys, how do I live a virtuous life, right? And they're like, just steer clear of Staten Island and you should be totally fine. And I'm like, okay, thanks guys. And I'm like, do you have any other advice? And I'm like, steer clear of Times Square? And I'm like, okay, thanks. And at this point, I'm so fed up, I'm like, I'm gonna call the Midwest, like see what they have to say. I don't even have friends in the Midwest, but I open up the Yellow Book pages, and I'm like, hey guys, what is the key to living a virtuous life? They say one answer, just one word, and they say, cheese. And I'm like,
Makes
cheese?
sense.
Yeah, and they're not even saying eating cheese, making the cheese, looking at the cheese, just cheese. I'm like, okay, thanks guys. And then I'm like, well, let's see, the West Coast had some good ideas. Let me see what they have on self-care. I call them and I go, hey guys, let's see, what do you guys think about how to live a self-care life? Like, how do I go about self-care? And then I don't get a response back, they're busy. I get a text and it says from them, we can't talk right now, we're on a 1-month yoga silent retreat. It's like all the West Coast stuff. They take all these silent retreats and practice silence to be self-care-ish. And then I call the East Coast and I'm like, hey guys, what's your advice on living a self-care life? What practices do you have for self-care? And they say, listen kid, all you need for self-care is 3 things. That's not a part of it.
Right
I
on
love
time.
these open mics. They're just around there with a couple of teamers and stuff. They say all you need is 3 things. Black glass, Coke, and American Express only. That's all I got for you tonight. Thank you, New York.